Does it sometimes feel that nothing is going your way and that you're a total failure? No? Well, listen up, because it can be arranged. Steve Mcdermott's new book, How to Be a Complete and Utter Failure in Life, Business and Everything, will have you heading for underachievement. The idea is, although unique self-unimprovement guides might convince you to take some comfort in your disasters, it might just also inspire you to be a success. And Steve Mcdermott joins us now to explain all. Now, I must say, I love the first page, first of all. How to get the most from this guide. Don't read it, just leave it by the side of the bed gathering dust. You've obviously been in my bedroom because the number of things that are by the side of my bed.
Yes, yes.
Well, I must say, what is the inspiration for trying to make us all failures, though?
Well, it's not really trying to make us failures, it's trying to make us outstanding failures because we've got some naturals in this country, but we're not quite sure how to do it, really. And the inspiration behind the guide is we've got all these self-development books, haven't we, from America, and I thought we need something for this country, right? And the inspiration really was a survey from last year in the UK where 10% of people in the UK said they thought they'd be better off dead.
God.
It seems quite high.
It does, doesn't it, really? Yeah? You may know some of these people,
bad.
yeah? 25% said they could see no hope for the future, and a whopping 33% said they would describe themselves as downright miserable most of the time.
Good
So I thought, these people need a guide.
Aren't we a cheerful lot?
Aren't we just, yeah? Aren't we just? So this is for us people, you know, as people who would like to know how to fail more effectively.
So, go on, give us the tips.
All
You've
right,
got 39
there's
and a half
39,
steps.
isn't there? So we haven't got time for them all, right? I think the first one, some simple things, really. What we know about failures is they tend to think about what they don't want. And that's what they get, because we can't, like, do a negative. It's, for example, if people watching were to just stop now, under no circumstances do I want anybody to think of a blue elephant. Right? What are you thinking of?
Of
Blue
course,
elephant, right?
a blue elephant, yeah.
We do it all the time, don't those people with kids, right? There's probably people now with kids. And
Yeah.
you say, don't you say, I remember saying to my daughter Megan when she was 2.5, Megan, don't drop that milk. Now, there've been no spillage problems so far, right? As soon as you say that, because you can't process it, and then they go, and then they drop it, don't they? And you say, as an adult, you always go, what did I say? And they go, well, what you actually said, Dad, was, drop the milk, don't. You see, I can't think about not dropping the milk without dropping it. Now, I noticed as I came through here, you have lots of signs that tell people what not to do.
Yeah.
Now, if you've wondered why they keep doing it, it's because you're telling them not to do it.
That's why the place is a disaster area.
That's right, yeah.
Explains a lot.
But the thing is, surely if we were all successes or all a kind of decent level of failure, then, I mean, we wouldn't have anyone to look down on or look up to. I mean,
Indeed.
I don't
Yeah.
want to be a success like they have these American books.
I agree, and I think one of the challenges, we run workshops and things around this, and one of the challenges is that people, when we say success, we have this model, don't we, which is all about striving and achieving. Now, I think it depends how you define success. You know, you can be the most successful mother, for example, couldn't you? That's perhaps the biggest achievement of all. So I think that's the model we need to look at. And then in that context, then we can all be successes. But you're right. And it's kind of like there's a model that says, well, for people to succeed, somebody has to fail. And again, I'm not sure that's true either, you know.
I mean, this to me is all connected in with the sort of a little motto that I have for myself, which is it's a great strength to know your weaknesses. And,
Oh,
and
really?
if you can sort of see, you know, where your weaknesses lie, it's an enormous strength because that way you can play against your weaknesses, if you like.
Yeah. Fair enough, and there's a lot in the book about getting, in this case, not getting feedback, and that's why people don't tell you what's going on. But I think the other key thought to the whole book, really, is that we like to blame people, don't we, in this country? It's never our fault. I mean, look...
I blame Kathy.
Good for you. Good for you,
Always.
Right? But if you look what we see in the papers every day, it's all about it's their fault and people suing people for stress because of what they did in the job and all the rest of it,
Yeah.
right? So if you want some tips at home, again, about how to do this, you just need some plausible excuses.
So
That's
go
all.
on, give us the top three.
Well, what top three? I'll give you top two. Top one would be, say in business, somebody says, oh, I've tried to start a business hundreds of times. Right? Now, if you actually qualify, it sounds quite plausible, but if you say to them, hundreds, and you go, well, obviously not hundreds. I mean, it's a figure of speech. You go, well, how many times? 10? Well, not 10. Well, 4. Turns out 1. We had one go, and that was it, right?
Yeah.
So that's a good one you can use. You
Yeah.
just use a number. I've tried this many times, and people, all right, OK.
All right, OK, then.
Or the other one would be what I would call the wish strategy. Because another key thing in there is you must never, ever think about making yourself personally responsible for your results. You must blame other people. So never be personally responsible. Now, a great strategy to help you do that is to use the wish strategy. And that's where you say, I wish I could do something. So, for example, I wish I could drive. Now, that sounds really plausible. It sounds like at some stage you might actually get around to doing something about it, whereas you have no intention. But people go, oh, they'll leave me alone now. So that'd be another one you could use. Keep saying "I wish" if you want to be a failure.
And you can be a failure. Excellent. I've got to stage 7, which I think is don't actually take any notice of the things that you write down, your resolutions and goals or whatever. So I'm doing quite well. I've only got another, you know, 30-odd steps to go.
And of course, the last
So I can
step is, the half a step is, always do things by halves.
Excellent. Well, thank you very much indeed for coming in,
My
Steve.
pleasure.
How to Be a Complete and Utter Failure in Life, Business and Everything is the book to really help you underachieve.